Good morning, YouTubers. It's been almost a month. Sorry about that. I'm really busy. I'm a supercharged multitasker. I do several things, and sometimes I lose things along the way. Set them aside for a while, but I'm here. A lot of things have happened since we last spoke. I'm going to start it off with the hot topic of the day, and that's the Safeway shootings in Arizona. Folks, I don't know how to express myself any more plainly than this. Okay, so everybody's laying the finger on Sarah Palin and her rhetoric. Okay, it's no secret how I feel about Sarah Palin. As a person, she's probably a fine individual as a human being. Being president of the United States, that's an entirely other issue I have with her. I have issues with people that quit their jobs so they can stand in front of podiums at $100,000 a pop or more. I have an issue with that. She didn't complete her governorship. Hey, sorry, but I don't think a quitter would make a very good president. I have a little bit better standards, than that. But to lay blame on her for any of what that kid did is ludicrous and retarded. Yes, folks, I said it again, retarded. When did it become someone else's fault for someone else's actions by words that they have said? It has no bearing on what he did as an individual. And then we got, John Bayer, the guy with creepy eyes. Anyhow, he wants to pass legislation to protect the congressman. We already have rules on the books that protect everybody. It's called capital murder charges and attempted murder charges. I would say that the senator qualifies for attempted murder charges because she's in critical condition. She had a bullet go through her fucking head, for Christ's sakes. And that brings me to my main issue of why I want to discuss this issue. Okay, we've got this guy, and then we have the IRS guy, Joe, that flew his plane into the building. When shit like that happens, everybody wants to point the finger. Instead of pointing the finger, why don't they hold up mirrors? People need to take personal responsibility for their own actions. And why is this happening, you ask? Our policies, the way we deal with things as a country, our foreign policy, how we are running things here, things are getting run into the ground. And for, what's-his-face, Ben Bernanke, to say that the economy is finally taking hold and it's starting to go back to the good. What fucking planet do you live on, dude? The reason why we're having incidences like this, people going crazy and crazy shit happening, is because of the way things are being ran. I mean, seriously. It's our policies and the way we do things is what's producing folks to fly into buildings like the IRS building and to go out and shoot people. It's not because of someone's rhetoric. Freedom of speech, folks. If she wants to tell people, hold on to your religion and your guns, that's her business. But her saying that didn't cause that boy to go out and shoot them people. Our society, the way we take it. Look at the mentally ill people that are walking the streets, folks. We're producing this. Our society is producing this shit. Then their next step is going to be gun control, folks. They are going to use this to the hilt. They're going to use it to the hilt. Trust me, they'll do it. I'm hoping that's not going to happen because shit will hit the fan, folks. If they try to do to us what they've done to the Mexicans, and you can't sit there and tell me that the average Joe Blow, law-abiding citizen of Mexico is happy about gun control because now, look, the cartels, we the people having guns keeps them kind of motherfuckers in check, okay? Because I'm not going to go, well, people own guns. That's what, shoot. That's what keeps them in check, stops them from running over the top of us. If they try to take our guns, folks, that's when shit's going to hit the fan. That's when we the people will have had enough. And I wouldn't put it past them to try it. But good luck with that one. On to my next subject, this HB blah blah, the food control bill. It scares the shit out of me. There's a dude down in Georgia named Steve Miller. No, he's not part of the Steve Miller Band. But I bet you he wishes he was, because he's being fined for growing too many vegetables. Seriously? He's an organic natural farmer, and then he went in and paid to have his property rezoned to accommodate his overgrow of vegetables, and they still went after him because at the time period he was in violation, blah, 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 suck money out of your pocket, suck money out of your pocket. Whatever. I mean, seriously, we're seriously wasting our on a local level, because that's all coming from the local government. They're wasting tax dollars trying to collect this money from this guy. What the hell? And he probably provides people with jobs. Because I would imagine organic vegetables, they need a good cleaning before they get sold to market. That's the sign of the times, folks. Shit like that going on in this country is what's causing shit like this to happen. People getting shot up, people flying planes into buildings. It's idiocy like that is causing these problems. Common sense needs to come to the forefront. I don't know how many more times I gotta say it, folks. Common sense. On to Montana business. Montana passed a medical marijuana law. It's been in effect. Not a lot of folks are taking kindly to having them kind of shops set up in their towns. And Mike Milburn, he's a representative there, he is introducing legislation that would repeal the law. Okay, this is why prohibition is still around. Ignorance, folks. Ignorance and fear is what keeps prohibition going. They've known as long as I've been alive that cannabinoids cure cancer. Ask yourself this, Mr. Milburn. Ask yourself, why does the government hold the patent on cannabinoids? I have the number on my computer. They hold the patent number. Why? Because they've known for 40 years that it is a cure for cancer. And there's no money in cures. And we all know who's running this country for real. It's not Mr. Obama. It's not our Congress. Ron Paul knows who it is. And he's going to go after them with full force. That's why, Mr. Paul, I keep seeing these polls asking whether you should run or not. Dude, can it be any more obvious that you need to run? Okay? Stop asking yourself. Don't be afraid. I know shit happened in 2008. I know you should have been voted in. I apologize with all sincerity. Please, Mr. Paul, run. We need you. We need somebody that makes sense. Common sense. And you are the only one that has common sense. You are the only one that actually truly believes that we deserve true freedom and true liberty. So, for those of you that don't have guns, but were thinking about getting guns, now would be the time to do it. Before something does happen. They may grandfather in and allow people that currently own their guns to have their guns, but after that, who knows? But some form of gun control is going to come down the pike out of this, because this is what they do, folks. They take situations and they use them to their advantage to take away our liberties, take away this, take away that, because it's all about control, folks, and their lack of it. They want to have control. They don't want the people to have control. A government that governs least governs the best, as far as I'm concerned, but they don't see it that way. They, the people that really run this country. And we gotta stop them, folks, because they're wanting to drill more holes in the earth. No more. Enough is enough. I wish I could get a restraining order for the earth against human beings, because it's being defiled and raped and pillaged, and enough's enough. We need to go above ground. We need to start growing hemp. We need to start becoming less dependent on foreign oil, folks. If we don't start multitasking our resources, we're not going to have any. And the earth is pissed, man. We've drained too much lifeblood out of her, and that's why we're having all these quakes and all these disturbances and all these oil. What do you think it does for an engine? Okay, what do you think it's doing for the molten lava core of the earth? Hello. You know, places are collapsing, sinkholes. We're taking the space out of our earth. We need to stop punishing the earth. She's had enough. We're like leeches, lice, fleas on the earth, and we need to stop being pestilence and start being proactive and being part of the solution and not part of the problem. Yes, global warming is real. It is a natural occurrence. We're just aggravating the situation and making it much worse than it needs to be. So let's stop poking holes in Mother Earth and start putting band-aids on her and fixing the problem. Folks, like I said, I'll be back with more, I'm sure, because 2011 has just barely started and already there's a lot of shit that's happening that's pissing me off. So, like I said, trust nobody.